boy picked up a spoon from the ground. He blew the dust off it, then pretended to scoop up something and put it into his mouth. That small gesture caught the man's attention. The man lifted his coffee and took a sip. The boy copied the exact same movement, then picked up the spoon and stirred as if he was mixing something. John followed along and copied him. Finally, the boy made a gesture of wiping his mouth. The man looked into those clear eyes and walked over. Only then did he realize the child wasn't from around here. He had been wandering alone outside for 3 months. The man took him to the police station. After a lot of effort, they finally managed to identify the name of a village from his words, but the police had never heard of that place. They could only take a photo of John and make a missing person notice, then send him to an orphanage. It was a disturbing place. At least that's how it was in India. Every year, thousands of children disappeared there without a sound. No one asked where they went. Beatings were part of everyday life. Some children even became toys for wealthy people. At night, the children could only rely on singing to get through the endless darkness. The missing person notice finally brought a response. But the news the reporter brought was, the notice had been printed in newspapers across India for an entire month, and not a single person came to claim him. Later, a European couple saw John's story and decided to adopt him. The reporter described the scenery there and the spacious house waiting for him. But John showed no reaction. He only wanted to go home, yet he knew being adopted was the only way forward. Before leaving, he asked the reporter one final question. "Did you find my mother?" The reporter told him they had searched everywhere. The boy stayed silent for a moment, then slowly nodded. His adoptive parents opened their arms and welcomed him home. For John, who had grown up in poverty, everything in front of him felt almost unreal. The spacious living room was filled with furniture. The refrigerator was packed with food. There was even a television in the house. His adoptive parents taught him baseball and took him sailing. Before long, he truly became part of the family. One day, he saw his adoptive mother crying. He walked over and gently wiped away her tears. A strange feeling of sadness and warmth filled his heart. 21 years passed. The homeless boy from back then had grown into a tall young man. He achieved excellent grades and successfully entered college. But after leaving his adoptive parents, the longing for his biological family began weighing on him more and more. One day, while spending time with some Indian classmates, he saw a jalebi and tears immediately filled his eyes. He remembered what his brother once told him. If they ever got separated, he should use a jalebi to find his way back. Now he was living a good life, but he had no idea whether his family was still alive. So he secretly began searching for his hometown on his computer. He studied the speed of trains from more than 20 years ago and estimated that his hometown was about 1,500 kilometers from where he started, using the station where he got off as the center. He searched outward circle by circle, but after 2 whole years, he still found nothing. He began locking himself in his room. The desire to find his family turned into an obsession he couldn't escape. He even felt ashamed to step into his adoptive parents' home again, believing that searching for his biological parents was a betrayal of them. Later, his adoptive father called and told him his adoptive mother's health was getting worse. John rushed back home. The moment he saw her, guilt overwhelmed him. He had always believed his adoptive mother adopted him because she couldn't have children, but she told him she could have had children of her own. She simply wanted to help children who were suffering. Then she told him, "Go find them." That day, John moved his mouse across the satellite map little by little. Suddenly, one place made him stop. He slowly zoomed in on the image. The mountains, the rivers, and the small train station in front of him were exactly the same as the ones buried in his memories. He followed the map and searched further, and finally confirmed the location